week 7 of Keefer's Corner. Coach Keefer, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Prescott last Friday night did not go necessarily as planned.
It certainly didn't. We've continued to struggle, especially in the second quarter. It's like we start okay and have opportunity, and then it's like things will slide a little bit, and it has to stop.
So kids that played, we had some kids get more time than maybe they anticipated when they got off the bus. Was there anybody that stuck out as having real good games for you on Friday night?
Yeah, I mean, we obviously did experience some injuries. I mean, we did have a significant number of kids out. Just to put that in perspective, this week we had 32 kids practice on Tuesday. 32 kids were able to practice. That's 9 through 12, which is unheard of. So, yes, we did have some younger guys that played, significant snaps. One that I thought, did a really nice job was Ryan Vienendahl, especially running the ball. Now, granted, it was a time in the game when Prescott went to their JV, and it was our JV against their JV. And I thought our younger guys on the offensive line did a nice job, moving the ball. You had Peavy, Ben Peavy did pretty good job up front. Landon Egan played at center, and those guys are solid. Ketchum, Derek Ketchum's another kid that they performed well when they got their chance. And again, they're not going against Prescott's varsity, but they did a good job, and that was good to see.
And Monday they then get a JV game here.
Yeah, we had many opportunities Monday. We lost a close one. It was we were up, I believe 8-0. They tied it up. We took the lead. We were up 14-8. They took the lead. No, they tied it up. It was 14-14, and they got one with 18 seconds left. They scored. Hidden in all that, we had a first and goal inside the 1 and didn't score. We had a young kid that just got healthy, just started practicing. Garrett Nelson had a great run, and he's gone, and he's near the sideline, and he just kind of lost where he was, and he stepped out of bounds, took a couple steps out of bounds. That was a touchdown. We had another long one come back on a hold, and it was a legitimate hold, but again, that's one of those where you didn't need to hold because the play was well in front of it. It was definitely a hold, and you can't hold any time, but a lot of officials maybe wouldn't call it because it didn't really have an impact. But by the rule, it's a hold. So I mean, we had chances. Very competitive game.
So 20-14 final score.
20-14 was a final.
Looking ahead now, homecoming week. Has there been a different level of excitement? It's homecoming week and it's Central week. The preparation different, or the feeling on the field different because it's Central, because it's homecoming? How do things feel around the high school?
I think that for our players, anytime you play against Central, it's a little bit different. There's a little extra incentive there just because of the proximity of the two towns, and the kids all know each other very well. And I do know that our kids are very excited. I expect that we'll have plenty of juice when we show up on Friday night, and we're excited for the opportunity.
So one kind of I think we probably had this conversation when I was coaching basketball. Basketball different in terms of you play Tuesday. If you don't play well, you usually get another opportunity that week to play well, or to play again and kind of turn the page and forget about it. And then the other big difference is you want to peak at the end of the year for basketball, regardless of how you play the first 12, 14 games, because it's a clean slate when the calendar turns to March. And one thing I'm sure that I've talked to you, coached with you, and then kind of lean on you for advice. When doubt starts to creep into the kids' minds and they don't have success, in basketball it's like, you can tinker with things, you can change things, you can play again 2 nights from now, you can do things different. I remember a game where I just kind of said, here's what we're going to do, just kind of threw out the plans, go have fun, played really well, and kind of refocused us. In football, there's definitely more game planning because the team that you're going to play is going to do specific things. So you try to prepare for all of that, and the preparation's different. You get one chance every 7 days.
Right.
So at this point in time, when things have not been going well, a 4-game losing streak in basketball is 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
A 4-game losing streak in football
Month.
is a month. So how do we reel kids back in, keep their focus sharp, keep them believing in the process, things like that?
Well, one thing we're trying to do is we're trying to just make them so it's fun. We're trying to make practice as fun as possible. And, we're trying to add some competitive things where we're keeping score. Like the offense is going against the scout defense, or the defense is going against the scout offense, and we keep score to try to raise the level of competition. There are other things that we do. Like Monday, we had 4 healthy linemen at practice, and I told them, I said, all right, quarterbacks, you guys, if they can go 3 out of 4, these guys are running a long pass and they catch it. If they catch 3 out of 4, then we're cutting our conditioning in half. So we catch the first one, and the scream is like you just won this Super Bowl. You catch the second one, they're going nuts. Then the third kid, of course, catches it. So there's pandemonium. So we're trying to make it fun for the kids, and that's important because it's got to be fun. But also, it can't just be all fun and games. We have to be focused. We have to understand there are fundamental things that we need to do in order to win these games. And we can't totally reinvent ourselves in football in a week. We do our stuff and we try to do it better. Now, having said that, there are certain things this week that we'll do that we feel favor us. So yeah, I think we're trying to make it fun for kids, and I have the sense that these guys really, they want to beat Central. There ain't any doubt about that. And they just got to bring energy, and I'm sure we will.
Okay, moving ahead to past Friday night, last Friday night anyway. Mm-hmm. You get home, you get an opportunity to watch the big game at Soldier Field, Notre Dame versus the Badgers.
Yeah.
And that didn't go real well.
No, that didn't help my spirits at all. There are a couple of key plays. That early Scott Nelson had a chance to pick that pass off. I don't know if you recall.
That was a Chili Fest.
Yeah, I might have been the first or second drive. Jack Cohn threw in gift wrapped, and he made a nice break on it, but he just didn't catch it. That would have been a pick 6. I think that could have changed the game. But as it was 13-10 at the end of the fourth quarter. Badgers just take the lead.
End of the third quarter.
Yeah, did I say end of the fourth?
Yeah.
End of the third. Yeah, start of the fourth quarter, and that special teams touchdown just backbreaker, and then the implosion.
Right.
And you can learn a lot from that because something went wrong, and then pick 6, boom, another pick 6, kind of the same thing.
Right.
You saw the Badgers, and it didn't take long for that thing to get out of control. It went from 13-10 in your favor to 41-13 like that.
Right.
And that's there's a lesson there. And then you look at the Packer game, there's a lesson there too, right? You get down, it's Aaron Rodgers. I don't think anybody in the Packer sideline thought they were losing that game.
Right.
With 37 seconds. Now, granted, the odds are not in their favor, but
the odds weren't necessarily not in their favor. You got Aaron Rodgers in a time, and did they have a timeout? No timeouts.
They had no timeouts.
But 37 seconds and 75 yards to score,
right.
50 yards or 40 yards to get in the field goal range.
Right.
Mason Crosby went through a stretch a handful of years ago where he was awful.
Yeah.
Ted Thompson, I think, was the GM at the time, stuck with him.
Yes.
Because kickers, you miss a couple, you're gone.
Yeah, he's clutch.
And he's been so good lately.
Yeah. Kickers are like anybody. They're going to have little ups and downs. You
Right.
look at the guy the Vikings got, that Daniel Carlson.
Very good for the Raiders.
He's going, he kicked nothing but great for the Raiders. So,
right.
Kickers are like that. Sometimes they struggle a little bit. I think you can't be real quick to. I think that's a thing in Minnesota because they've had the revolving door. I think you can't tell me that doesn't affect the kicker.
Well,
the history. You come to Minnesota, hey, I miss a few kicks. That heightens the pressure.
Did this start in the NFC Championship game where Anderson had missed a field goal all year, and then he misses the one, and they haven't had a good kicker since?
I don't know, but I shouldn't say that. It does bring me some joy.
And our kicker, your kicker,
yes,
he's been phenomenal this year.
He's awesome. Yeah, Davis he's really good. He's good. He's fun to watch, man.
Pressed into some punting. You can tell punting's not necessarily his thing, but
but he's solid. He's getting better at it, and he's just a kid that can kind of do a lot of things.
great to have on the field.
He is. He's a fun kid to have on there.
Anything else you want to add? Homecoming, you got anything crazy that we should expect up in the stands for homecoming, or things that you necessarily didn't want to see that are going to happen on Friday night?
You know, we'll probably have a couple things that are maybe a little bit new, but you know, football's football. Hopefully, we can take advantage of some things that Central does, and you know, they're a good team, man. They're solid up front. There's no question about that. Their front seven's as good as anybody we're going to face, and you know, they maybe don't have quite the same skill that they've had in the past, but it's going to be a heck of a challenge. And you know, it's homecoming. It kind of unifies the school, brings everybody together. You know, some kids will go to that game that don't go to other games.
Right.
So, you know, we just hope they go up there and, you know, you just play your hardest, compete with everything you got, and I believe if we do that, the results will take care of themselves.
When I said if we're going to see anything different, I didn't necessarily mean inside the stripes. I meant, are there going to be like fireworks shows or parachuters or?
You know, maybe. I am not aware of any of those things.
Because the fireworks before the one game,
I had no idea that was coming.
Excessive. That was crazy.
It
was cool, and then it was
crazy.
excessive.
Yeah, it was like, holy moly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Baldwin Woodville High School. This is not the Super Bowl. This
Right.
is not the Rose Bowl.
Right, and I looked around for a
That was sweet,
flyover.
though. I mean, hey.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool. We're real fortunate because we have a lot of people that support
Absolutely.
our sports, and that's cool. And we're very, very fortunate to have that.
I just thought if you want to give a heads up, and like there's going to be light shows, there's going to be
I know
fireworks.
nothing.
Okay.
I know nothing. I got my hands full trying to get us to win this dang game.
Sounds good. All right, well, good luck, and we'll see you on the field tomorrow night.
All right, thank you.